Hola, my friends. I hope you're all well and that you have had a kick-ass weekend. So, as Nick said, this week on Instagram, we're speaking about manifestation. In particular, what we're speaking about is demystifying it, right? Because we hear a lot about manifestation, especially on things like Instagram. We hear things like, or see things like, manifest your dream life and blah, 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 blah. And it can all sound great, and it can also sound very hocus pocus, hokey pokey, I don't know what to call it, just kind of like not real, right? Kind of a load of crap. But the thing is that manifestation does work, and it's actually a very simple process. So I just want to explain it to you so that you can apply it to your life, and you can apply it to any area of your life, whether you want to apply it to your relationships, your career, your finances, your family, whatever. And you'll understand how you can use it to continuously boost your quality of life. So manifestation is basically what you do when you practice manifestation is you get very intentional about what it is you want to create in your life. So you ask yourself, what do I want? So what you want might be, for example, something that I had manifested was my career. So I used to picture it, I used to see it, I used to daydream about it, working as I wanted it to work. So a thriving practice, kind of having a following on Instagram, having money come in, sort of easily. I used to manifest this. I used to picture it. Or for example, when I was struggling with fertility, I used to picture myself sitting in my living room with Pete next to me, holding a baby. And you just picture it. So you picture what it is that you want as though it's already happening. And what's helpful to do when you do this is to get into a calm state, right? Like not like super passive, but a state of receptivity. And you can't be in a state of receptivity when you're in a state of fight or flight. So what's important when you practice manifestation is that you get out of the state of fight or flight. So make sure that you calm down, that you set yourself up to be in a calm state, okay? Because manifestation is also about, it's about taking action, and it's also about receptivity. I'll speak about this a bit later. So, one, you get intentional about what it is you want, and then either you picture it, or you write it down, or you pray for it. You just very clearly state what it is that you want to create more of in your life. Second step. So basically what this is doing is it's shifting your narrative, right? You're shifting your narrative from, this might never happen for me, or this will never happen for me, to, this is going to happen, or this is happening, rather than this is going to happen, because you picture it as though it's happening already. And something that really helps with manifestation is if you already give gratitude for what it is that you want to receive in your life. So if what you want to receive is more financial abundance, you already give thanks for the financial abundance that you do have, even if you consider it to be very little. Or if what you want to manifest in your life is a loving relationship, then you give thanks for all of the love that you experience in your life right now, even if it's not romantic love, if it's, agape, friendship kind of love. So you give thanks for that thing that you want to create. You basically acknowledge that it's in your life already, because we build upon success. So you can't create something from nothing. You have to build upon it. So if there's already love in your life, which if you're alive, there is love in your life because we are love, you start to acknowledge the love that is in your life, and you treat that love well, and slowly it will build into that romantic love that you want. You can also learn about romantic love, how to communicate, how to whatever. That's the action taking. So first you get intentional. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the desk. So first you get intentional about what it is you want to create. What this does is it shifts the narrative from what you don't have to what you do have, right? To what you are building upon and what you are creating. And what this does is it communicates, what happens in the brain is that the brain starts to see this manifestation as possible, right? It sees it as, oh, we can do this because, I see it clearly. I see it so clearly that I think it's already happened. The brain doesn't know the difference between reality and non-reality. If you want to know more about this, there's a video on my YouTube channel called The Science Behind Visualization. It explains all how manifestation works on a brain level, so check that out. But yeah, so basically you're shifting the narrative for your brain to believe this is possible, okay? Now, what's important with manifestation, and this is where people start to think it's bullshit, is that people think it's enough to just focus on what you want and do nothing about it. That's not true. You need to focus on what you want and also take action towards building what you want, right? This is where creating a strategy comes in. This is where following your gut comes in, So yes, manifestation is about receptivity, because it's very much sort of I'm going to get spiritual here, but it's very much an interplay with the universe, right? A lot of people will try to manifest from an ego state, right? Like, I want lots and lots of money, or I want a Ferrari, or I want whatever. That's just not gonna, it might happen for you, but it's not the point. Like, the point is about tuning in with yourself, understanding what you're here for, like why you're in this world, what you came to give and to share, and then tuning in with that, receiving guidance and taking the action that you need to create it. So manifestation is very much a co-creation between you and the universe, right? So yes, it's about getting into a state of receptivity, and it's also about creating the strategy and taking the action steps to get there, right? So for example, when I was, struggling with infertility and I started to picture my family, right? I started to imagine me and Pete sitting on the sofa in our living room and me holding a child. It didn't just stop there, right? I needed to take action to be able to create this life. If I was struggling with infertility, I needed to understand why, what was blocking my fertility, and also understand how to rebalance so that I could become more fertile. So I did a lot of reading about hormones and how to rebalance the hormonal state of the body. I also spoke to professionals about it. I adjusted my lifestyle from what I learned about what I needed to do, and also I created a plan to make my lifestyle more flexible. This I spoke about, I think, last week. Something that was blocking me from conceiving was the fact that I worked all the time, so I needed to create space for a child for me to receive a child.